were to stand either here or there, do you actually have a good shot? Okay. My recommendation is get yourself into the problem is these people are going to be watching their students and they're not going to see you. And your job is to yell, right? Sure. Okay. Okay, I like that spot, and you just take 2 quick photos, whatever it takes. So the video camera that we have literally captures them across the entire stage, and so they can stop in the middle and wave at mom and dad in the car, and then as they start to head off, they can pause, wave to the camera, and then they can revisit that at home. So we're kind of in this spot. We're sending cars your way, students your way, so we'll try to remind them of that. And then Dylan is next, telling them to grab a certificate or diploma. And where's all your buddies at? And then, so Dylan will be here. Derek, what I recommend is, again, the idea that there's multiple of you. You guys are going to get a little workout, yeah. And we can probably move these chairs so that, like, the speaker, you grab one, but you have to make sure that it's your student about to get up, but you also want to wait for that car. You might even tell the student, you know, wait till your car's in line,
okay,
in place at the edge of the stage, and then they can step up. You can read the name. Kind of makes sense. It'll make sense after the first 2, but
sure will.
The first 2 will be.
First 2 are sacrificial. The rest will win. Hey, Trevor, this is going great.
I wish those sidewalks were packed.
We're what? Packed. Well, aren't they all hanging out and having martinis right now?
I don't think that there's enough of them.
Huh. Should have been more martinis.
More martinis. We should have sold them. Huh?
I just put on long pants because I put this on and thought the shorts were a little bit tacky. My body temperature's gone up about 3 degrees already.
Yeah.
Nice little solar collector gowns.
Yeah, I guess without pants, it's kind of weird.
Have you had conversation with Scotty or Jeff? Are they going to give you some sort of, okay, we're ready to go?
I have not, but I'll have that.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dear graduates of Columbia College, good afternoon. I am your interim president, G.H. Javahiripur. On behalf of our members of the Board of Trustees, our Chancellor, Dr. Henry Young, our faculty and staff, I congratulate you on being a member of the 52nd and 53rd combined graduating class of Columbia College. You have endured very many adversities this past 2 years in order to meet your achievement and meet your goals. We also congratulate your families for supporting you through your endeavors to make certain that you have the conveniences that you needed in order to continue with your education. Speaking about continuing, I encourage you to look into another certificate program or associate degree that would support your success in your future life, or graduate and transfer to a 4-year university in order to achieve your bachelor's degree. Whatever you decide, you are a Columbia College graduate and alumni. With that comes a great level of responsibility. The responsibility of civility and being a productive member of the communities that you live in. Talking about success, I am hoping to encourage you that as you progress in life and improve your state, you do not forget to support the Columbia College Alumni Foundation by making small and large donations as your situation permits. After all, there were predecessors from you who supported the Alumni Foundation in order to support your educational success. However, whatever you do, we are in support of you and cheer for you. We wish you many success, health, and prosperity in life. Be well.
Perseverance. There is one word that I could use to describe the class of 2020, it would be that. The definition of perseverance is the continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulty, failure, or opposition. And I believe that this definition describes our experience as college students living in these times. As a class, we entered college with the goal to learn and better ourselves, which in and of itself was a brave act. Committing our time, finances, and other resources to pursue our goals was not always the easiest decision, but it was one we all chose to make. And once in, we had to deal with papers, late nights of studying, engaging in our classes, and finding the time to work with our peers during the much-dreaded group projects. Despite the effort, we all pressed on, conquering our classes and staying on top of our workload. And with the end in sight, we started our final semester, determined to press on to the finish line. But what we could not have counted on was the tragedy that would have stricken the world in the form of a global pandemic. At this juncture, it would have been easy for many of us to quit, to throw in the towel and proclaim that we were done. But we didn't. Instead, we as a school pulled together to pull off the unthinkable. Transitions to fully online classes that would normally have taken months were done over the weekend, and we dedicated ourselves to learning the new technologies that would serve as our classrooms for the remainder of the semester. And despite some of us never setting foot in a physical classroom for the rest of the semester, we finished. Despite these amazing successes, it would be unfair not to acknowledge the amount of disappointment and loss that came with the arrival of the pandemic. Music students who had spent hours in rehearsal working on pieces were suddenly left without performance dates. Science students with important group projects and labs were left wondering how they were going to finish. And arts students that had semester projects were left hoping for the chance to finish. Our social experience as college students was also disrupted. We had to find new ways to see our friends, and when we did get to see them, the circumstances were rarely ideal. And now, still living in these times, we get to take a moment to say congratulations. This graduation is certainly fitting for the times, and it's not at all what we would have expected. but it is another tribute to the ingenuity, dedication, and perseverance that the students, staff, and faculty at Columbia College have. In spite of the monumental upheaval in our lives, we have pulled ourselves through with the help of dedicated professors, amazing staff, and our fellow peers. And now, as we move forward, we can take that same grit and determination and the drive to see through whatever we set our minds to and apply it to our future endeavors. So whether you are choosing to move on in college, begin working a trade, or you're joining the armed forces, I want you to know that you have the ability to do it. We as graduates are leaping into a wide world of opportunity, and we are uniquely qualified to go wherever we wish in that world. I want to leave you with a Henry Longfellow quote that I have taken great inspiration from. He says, "Perseverance is a great element of success. If you only knock long enough and loud enough at the gate, you are sure to wake up somebody." Class of 2020, it's time to start knocking, knowing that you will get an answer. Congratulations to all of you.
Maya Angelou said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, compassion, some humor, and some style." To the graduating class of 2021, our time at Columbia has been different. For most of us, we started in person and completely adjusted our lives to the crazy online world. We've experienced a long and unwanted relationship with Zoom. We've seen our professors struggle to grasp technology, and some of us have become more tech savvy than we ever wanted. With all the commotion of the global pandemic, I hope that this accomplishment we are celebrating today pushes you to no longer just survive the world, but to thrive in it. As we regain normalcy, I also hope that you no longer allow your fears to hold you back from your potential. We get to live one life. We get one chance to do everything we've wanted to do, and we get one chance to make an impact on others. Don't let your fear of failure or judgment or whatever you're scared of stop you from living fully with love and compassion. When I think of the amount of love and support I received from Columbia College faculty and my fellow students, it brings me to tears. I came to Columbia right after graduating high school and experienced some unfortunate life circumstances. My dad suddenly passed away, and I was desperate for something to focus on. I knew I needed to succeed in my studies while I was here, and I can honestly say that school saved my personality. I was so moved by the support from my community, whether it was monetarily through a scholarship or just someone that wanted to know more about me. And I learned how to love life while dealing with all the sorrows that exist simply because of life. Whatever challenges we're facing, my greatest hope for us is that we choose not to let our challenges hold us back. You have been gifted with a unique and important perspective on life. You can see things that other people aren't able to because of the life you have lived. Instead of your pain, struggles, and fears being the reason you shell up, let it be the reason that you succeed. I can assure you that life won't be perfect, and it might not be easy, but keep pushing past the blockades. Now is the time to learn and adjust. Mistakes are bound to happen, but instead of allowing the mistakes to hurt your confidence, use them as a learning moment. I remember my mistakes much better than my successes, and I have made plenty of mistakes, especially on tests. But I usually don't make the same mistake twice, unless it's the paralyzing yet common mistake of realizing you've been unmuted most of class, or when your parent is caught using the low crawl technique across the floor while trying not to be seen, yet they are completely in frame. Now is the time for learning moments, for getting things wrong and then going back and fixing it. Be ambitious, go achieve your goals, and don't let your fear or mistakes stop you. Everyone can live happily and fully. You are deserving of a fulfilling and happy life. Remember to live with love and compassion, to achieve your dreams, and to view your time here at Columbia with fond memories. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I wish you all the success the world has to offer.
Welcome, family and friends, to the 2020 and 2021 Columbia College graduation ceremony. My name is Pam Guerra-Schmidt, Professor of Child Development and the Academic Senate President, representing my hardworking and passionate faculty colleagues. I'm honored to be here with you today as we acknowledge the completion of the stage of your academic journey. I feel pride in your accomplishments and the perseverance you exhibited by overcoming the challenges in your life, particularly those of the last year. I hope you feel this same pride. There's a touch of sadness in me that we are unable to gather in the traditional graduation style, and yet grateful that we are still able to be together as a community and surround you, the graduates, collectively with our love and support. May you feel our energy and validation of what you achieved in the many messages, smiles, and memories that are shared. My hope is that you will find a way to honor the challenges that you and others have experienced without distracting or minimizing the aptitude of your grit and determination. It is not selfish to celebrate in hard times, but by loving ourselves and finding joy in your efforts, we embolden the world to love along with us. As Josh Shipp says about transforming adversity, a former foster youth turned public speaker, you either get bitter or you get better. It's that simple. You either take what has been dealt and allow it to make you a better person, or you allow it to tear you down. The choice does not belong to fate, it belongs to you. Without a doubt, this past year has transformed nearly every aspect of our lives. The circumstances were both unexpected and extremely difficult for our global world, and of course for our local communities and our families. Within a few days, our college changed to remote operations, impacting how we teach and offer services, leaving many of you with feelings of isolation, worries about having a job, unreliable internet connection, increased screen time, the joys and challenges of homeschooling your children, and wondering and worrying about how to juggle the care for your children and families while you continue to work and go to school. Perhaps some of you have been personally impacted by loss and instability from the pandemic. There may be many intense feelings that shadow our journeys over the last year, especially if you were separated from family and friends. A frozen aspect of ourselves that is possibly still looking to make sense of all that has transpired. These vulnerable feelings are natural, and if they continue to linger in your life, let it not be taken as an inadequacy of your strength, but let it speak to the depth and caring of your soul. As a child development instructor, I strive to teach from the premise that encouragement, kindness, and mutual respect lead to children feeling connection, a sense of belonging and significance. Each of you is valued and feeling a strong sense of connection to our campus community and our surrounding communities is vital to current and future successes. Who you are today, a graduate of Columbia College, is just as much a representation of your individual choices and commitments as it is a trajectory of your ancestors and your future descendants. As a person, student, family member, caregiver, and one that has offered peer support, you have embodied the core values of this institution and transformed what it means to pursue knowledge and personal growth. The impact you have made by pursuing intellectual growth, social education, and personal transformation may seem incredibly important or even trivial for some in the here and now, but it is all part of the process to discovering the unique value of your personal truth. As author Jamie Sams so eloquently says, there is no limitation to the journey of the human spirit. We will find our own individual paths, and we will always return full circle to our personal truths, even if those truths have changed as our understanding grew. For me, this is the epitome of both higher education and authentic living. While you may have reluctantly embraced the changes, you held fast to the goal of graduation. Despite the sacrifices and extra mental strength it has taken to endure the loss of normalcy, you have succeeded. Being here today is a testament to how you have risen to the challenge of being the best person you can and want to be. Graduates, I wish you opportunity, equal parts challenge and reward, and most importantly, that you always feel seen, heard, and valued. I wish you the best. Cheers to you, the 2020 and 2021 graduates of Columbia College. Go Claim Jumpers!
We've been walking here every night since they
Yes.